Let us now learn the new Cartesian sign conventions for concave lens. So here you have a concave lens. This is the optical center here. This is the principal axis. Once again, I will repeat. The optical center is considered to be the origin, and all the distances are going to be measured from the optical center or the origin. All distances that are measured upwards from the origin are taken to be positive. All distances that are measured downwards from the optical center or origin are taken to be negative. All distances that are measured to the right of the origin are taken to be positive, and all distances that are measured to the left hand side of the optical center are taken to be negative. So the principal axis, we will consider it to be the x-axis, and here this is the y-axis, and this is the optical center, and that is what we call it as the origin, and all distances are measured from the origin. Now the same symbols are going to be used here also. U stands for the object distance, V for image distance, H1 height of object, H2 height of image, and focal length. Here we will have the first focus we will consider, that is f1. While calculating the focal length, we will have to take into account f1 for concave lens. Now here this is the object and this is the image. We know for that a concave lens, the object can be anywhere between optical center and infinity. The image will always be between optical center and the focus. So image will always lie within the focal length of the concave lens, that is between f1 and O. So if I have to measure the object distance, I will measure from the origin here and I will reach till this point. All the numbers on this side are negative, and hence object distance for concave lens is negative. Now I will measure the image distance. From origin I will reach at this point. Here I have the image. Again I am going towards the left side. So all numbers are negative, and so the image distance is also negative for a concave lens. Secondly, height of the object. The object is always kept on the left hand side. Rays of light are always incident from the left hand side, and all distances that are perpendicular to the principal axis and measured upwards are positive. So if I have to measure the height of the object, this is what I'm going to measure, upward direction. So it will be positive. So height of the object is positive. The object is always kept upright on the principal axis. It is never upside down. So it is always going to be positive. Then height of image. Again, image is virtual always. So it is on the principal axis on the same side where the object is. So again I will measure perpendicular to the principal axis and upwards. So again it will be positive. So height of image will be positive. And lastly, focal length, that is f1, is negative, because I will measure from the optical center till f1 on the left hand side of the optical center. So that is going to be negative. So focal length for a concave lens is negative, whereas that of a convex lens is going to be positive, because we take into account the second focus for convex lens. So you have to remember these sign conventions and again apply them whenever you are solving the numericals. Let us learn some formulas which will help us to solve the numericals. The first one is lens formula. The formula showing the relation between distance of object U, the distance of image V, and focal length F is called lens formula. It is given below. So 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. So the lens formula gives us the relationship between three things, that is distance of object, that is indicated by U, distance of image indicated by V from the lens, and the focal length of the lens. So using this formula we can find out if two things are given to us, then we can find out the third one. The lens formula is same for any spherical lens and any distance of object from the lens. So it is applicable for any spherical lens, the concave or convex, and any distance, for any distance of the object from the lens. We have seen various distances at which the object is placed from the lens. So it is true, this formula is true for any distance of the object from the lens. It is, however, necessary to use sign convention properly. So we have studied the Cartesian sign conventions for concave and convex lenses, and accordingly we have to make use of those sign conventions when we substitute the values of V, U and F. For example, focal length of convex lens is positive, but that of concave lens is negative. So if the focal length of concave lens is given in the numerical to be 5 centimeters, in that case you have to substitute the value of F to be minus 5. So accordingly you have to use the sign conventions, like object distance will always be negative. So using the proper sign conventions, we can use the formula to find out either V, U or F. The second formula that we need to learn is magnification. The magnification due to a lens is the ratio of height of image H2 to the height of the object H1. Now we have drawn the 6 ray diagrams for convex lenses, and you have seen that how the object is placed at different distances from the lens, and as the object is brought closer to the lens, the image goes further and further away and it even gets enlarged. So how do we compare the size of the object with that of the image? So for that we have the magnification, and it is given as the ratio of height of image to the height of object. So magnification is equal to height of image upon height of object, that is M, that is standing for magnification, is equal to H2 upon H1. H2 is height of image, H1 is height of object. The magnification due to lens is also related to the distance of the object U and that of the image V from the lens. So in that case, magnification can even be given as distance of the image upon distance of the object, that is M is equal to V upon U. Now for magnification produced by convex lenses. A convex lens can form virtual as well as real images. So the magnification produced by a convex lens can be either positive or negative. Magnification will be positive for virtual image and negative for real image. Now we can have three possibilities. We have seen in the ray diagrams that image can be larger than the object, that is magnified. It can be smaller than the object, that is diminished. And it can be even of the same size as that of the object. So magnification can be greater than 1. And if magnification is greater than 1, in that case the image is magnified. When magnification is less than 1, the image is going to be diminished. And when magnification will be equal to 1, the image is going to be of the same size as that of the object. So this is with respect to convex lenses. Now magnification produced by a concave lens. So in a concave lens, we will always get virtual images. So magnification produced by concave lens is always positive. So concave lens always forms an image smaller than the object. So you will always have magnification to be less than 1 for concave lenses. So this is what is about the magnification, and I have shared the details of this in the next 2 slides.